Hello, we are at Dundurn Castle today. Becky's with me again. Dundurn Castle is actually a manor home. It's a villa. It's not even a manor home. Complete lie that it's a castle, but it's one of the oldest buildings in Hamilton, and we're going to explore it today. We are dressed in such ways that we've already been asked twice if we will do tours, so we dressed the part. Because today's video is focused on the settler history of the city of Hamilton, I did want to do a land acknowledgement that the city of Hamilton is situated upon the traditional territories of the Erie, Neutral, Huron-Wendt, Haudenosaunee, and Mississaugas. This land is covered by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant, which was an agreement between the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe to share and care for the resources around the Great Lakes. Today's video does discuss a lot of the War of 1812, as well as the War of Independence and the United Empire Loyalists. I did want to acknowledge those of the Indigenous that aided in those wars and lost their lives alongside the white settlers. Dundurn was originally a farmhouse, and the building you see today was constructed on its foundations in about 1835. While a farmhouse, the property served as barracks for the British Army, as the land across the street was a battlefield in the War of 1812. We will be heading over there later in this video. Today, Dundurn is open for tours, as every grade 3 student in the area knows, and you can also have a wedding here for a lot of money if you want to live out all your Jane Austen dreams. What's your favorite fun fact about glass in history?
Historic glass is never truly set. If you sit and look at it long enough over years, you'll see it start to settle down and the bubbles will rise.
There we go. There's original glass. Fun facts with Becky! So we have wandered over to a little building outside of it. Yeah, so we'll go over to the cemetery after, and that's an actual battlefield from the War of 1812. So it says this battery was part of the defenses on Burlington Heights, 1812 to 1816, placed by Wentworth Historical Society in 1914. So we'll go around and see some other things, but yeah, all of this was battlefield, and then this would have been kind of their outpost. All right, we've walked across to the cemetery, which was originally a battlefield for the War of 1812, which you can kind of see. We'll show you some of the landscape. It's kind of funny how they buried some people or made the mausoleums in this place.
I like all the weird stuff on it. It's like unkempt but on purpose.
Is this where? Oh, here you go. These ramparts were erected by the British troops during War of 1812 to 1818. How long was this war? Everyone's got a different date.
I thought it was consistent.
I know, but that one says whatever. From this place on the night of June 5th, 1813, 700 men under the command of Lieutenant Colonel Harvey marched to Stony Creek, where they surprised and routed an American force of 3,750 men, ridding the Niagara Peninsula of the invaders. Yeah, so this is erected by Hamilton Medical Society to mark the burial place of William Case the Elder, the first practitioner of medicine in this district. Practiced from 1810 until his death in 1848. His residence at the corner of King and Lot Ridge was used by the British Army in 1812 as a base hospital. This grave also marks the first burying ground in Hamilton.
Some of these graves in here are from, like, proper graves are from the 1850s and 60s.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which I suppose if
you were a child United
and came
Empire
up with your family,
loyalist,
then maybe.
yeah, and lived to be like 70, you could
Otherwise,
be properly
someone
buried in
could
here.
have been replotted from their family plot.
Yeah, I should look up. I'm United Empire loyalist, but I have no idea. We would be around the Renfrew areas where we were living.
Did you see the little one by IKEA?
Yes, I love that
I want
one.
to go in there.
You can now. It used to be for years
It was
blocked
like locked
off.
up, but then the things all broken, like the little walls all smashed.
Maybe today. For you, those who are not aware, UEL is United Empire Loyalist. They are the people who left the United States during the War of Independence because they wanted to stay united or loyal to the United Empire. Part of my family is UEL. Yeah, like 1906, way too late to be.
Yeah, 1830. Right back here. That was more Crosby. So because they already had a family plot, they were grandfathered in by Meredith having a family plot
Right.
of their and
Does that mean I could be buried in here?
not unless you already had a family plot in here.
Oh. So Becky just noticed that all of these ones in the front are Ghent, and we do have two that they would have come up from the United States as very small children. Yes. So yeah, 5, 6, somewhere in there. I think it's like 73 to 78 is the years you had to come up to be deemed United Empire Loyalist.
Born in what? Florida and North Carolina.
Yes. Yeah, which makes sense. Yeah, and so this is all them. Very interestingly, this brand new one, I'm just going to show this, and some family members on here will notice that Marilyn was my late grandmother's best friend since kindergarten, and Al passed away last year. So clearly they were UEL. I had no idea. No idea if this is where Al was buried. But very interesting and great to find that. Dearly loved by all for sure. We have teleported to be down by Lake Ontario. This is the War of 1812 Memorial Garden. These are actually all placemates for American soldiers who their ships capsized during a storm. They are currently about 90 meters offshore and somewhere below in Lake Ontario. They're actually the two most well-preserved shipwrecks of that era. In 2012, when it was the 200th anniversary, Canada did ask Obama if we could go down, and the rule was as long as we gave him the remains to be given to Arlington, Canada could go down. Since then, Trump said, no, you're not touching them. I think we're maybe waiting to see what Biden says, but currently they have not been down, refound. But yeah, so you've got, there's 53. So this is the Scourge, and that's the Hamilton, and then that, there you go, the 3 flags that would have fought in that war.